So you might have been praying and you think that God is not listening to you. Here's what may have happened. You might actually be a villain in someone else's story. Are you surprised? Yes. Okay, now let's head down to statistics. What statistics reveals? Now, this is what it says. 74% of employees have witnessed unethical behavior in the workplace. That's according to ECI in 2023. And also, over 50% of employees said that they've remained silent about truth that could vindicate a colleague, fearing it might jeopardize their own growth. Now, there are more, but you can take your time to look at that later. Well, that's as much as I can take for this segment. So, most people who feel like they're actors in their own story might be villains in someone else's story. How is that possible? You might say to yourself, well, I'm a good person. I do only good things. I don't go after evil when it comes to other people. I don't do evil when it comes to things concerning other people. I always ensure that everything is right. But truly, check yourself. Are you truly doing good when it comes to other people? Let's say you're a boss, for example, or let's say you are a colleague, for example. Now, something happens to a person in the office. You don't even bother to ask what's going on. You don't bother to check up. Check up is still okay. But let's say there is a matter that has to do with a person being victimized. What is your stand? Do you just keep yourself in? And you know the truth, but you keep your stand. Your stand is, I can't say anything. It's just me here. If I say anything now, this and that would happen. That and this would happen. So instead of you to even say the truth, you don't even say the truth, that's one. Then you go ahead and cite the other person who is wrong. If it's the boss, they call you into the meeting, oh, what this person did, what do you think? You go ahead, knowing fully well that this person didn't do it. You go ahead and cite the other because you want to be in the favor of your boss. What are you? You've automatically made yourself a villain in the other person's story. Now, when this person is praying, now if you're a boss, you have to be very, very careful because your staff have angels, especially when they are Christians, they have angels. So you have to be very careful. When you hear when you hear things concerning them, what do you do? How do you solve these situations? This will determine if you're either a protagonist or a villain in someone else's story. Okay, and when these people go on their knees to pray, and God hears them. God hears the cry of the righteous. Okay, so God hears them when they go on their knees to pray and they pray against you. You have to be very careful. So you have to be very careful whether you are a villain or a protagonist or an helper in someone else's story. See, this can actually hinder your prayer. This can hinder your prayer. If you are in the bad side of, especially in the life of a child of God, you have to be very careful what you do.